The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself and your way of thinking. Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. To begin is half the work. Let half still remain. Again begin this, and thou wilt have finished. No man can rob us of our free will. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. What we do now echoes in eternity. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The soul of man does violence to itself, first of all, when it becomes an abscess and, as it were, a tumor on the universe, so far as it can. For to be vexed at anything which happens is a separation of ourselves from nature. No thing has any power to harm us, but the harm is in our own selves. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. The wise man is neither raised up by prosperity nor cast down by adversity, for always he has striven to rely predominantly on himself, and to derive all joy from himself. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? Confine yourself to the present. The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that. Receive without conceit, release without struggle. You are a little soul carrying a corpse. The most complete gift of God's is a life based on reason. Very little is needed for everything to be upset and ruined, only a slight lapse in reason. Remember that very little is needed to make a happy life. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. It is the person who continues in his self-deception and ignorance who is harmed. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. A noble man compares and estimates himself by an idea which is higher than himself, and a mean man by one lower than himself. It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind, the realm of your own. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Today, I escaped from anxiety. Or no, I discarded it, because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. Everything is only for a day, both that which remembers and that which is remembered. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The most complete gift of God's is a life based on reason. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. To be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it. For it is in our power, as I said, to get out of the way and to have no wish either. A man's true delight is to do the things he was made for. Whatever is in any way beautiful hath its source of beauty in itself, and is complete in itself. Praise forms no part of it. So it is none the worse neither for being praised by a multitude, nor the better for being blamed by one. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. It does not matter what you bear, but how you bear it. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. You may break, you may shatter the vase, if you will, but the scent of the roses will hang around it still. You will find rest from vain fancies if you perform every act in life as though it were your last. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not.